This is ABC15 Mornings.
Growing pressure to lift COVID restrictions.
At a certain point, you just have to start living like things are normal.
As testing is about to become even easier valley-wide.
Under arrest and preparing to go before a judge.
Signs of abuse were there.
More details into the death of a child at a Scottsdale hotel.
Pushing for diplomacy and dialogue.
The situation we're facing in Europe is urgent and dangerous.
The crisis over Ukraine now escalating.
McPherson and Cincinnati is heading to the Super Bowl.
And would you like to be heading to the Super Bowl? After seeing the ticket prices, the better option would be to watch it on TV.
Yeah, I know you were looking at ticket prices earlier, Nick. I mean, what did we see one year? $30,000?
And that was the most expensive. On StubHub, I just checked. I'm seeing on the low end, $5,300.
Oh my goodness.
Still not cheap.
Yeah, it makes the recliner at home seem just a lot more comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, good morning to you on this Tuesday. Thanks for starting your day with us. We know you have a choice for local news. We just love that you're here with us. I'm Kaylee O'Kelly.
And at Mixoletti, geez, you could buy chicken wings for the whole neighborhood for that much, right? Gosh.
The whole housing
for the whole
development.
year, a year's supply. Hey, let's send things over to Nohalani Graf, who's in for Iris today with a quick check of that most accurate forecast.
Hey, good morning, guys. You're probably going to want to get moving today if you can ahead of some cloudy weather that's going to make you want to bundle up and stay put the next couple of days, I think. So this morning, it's chilly out there. Make sure you layer up as you head out the door. Our sunrise is at 7:24. It's cloudy. It's going to stay that way through the afternoon. By noon, we're in the low 60s, and then we'll make our way into the upper 60s today. So if you're waiting for that run, we've got a little bit more daylight, too. Sunset is not until 6 o'clock today on this first day of February. Clouds and radar right now. You can see we do have some light snow showers across the high country. This is Virga out to the west, and I don't think that we get any rain through the afternoon, but we do have a slight chance of valley rain tomorrow, late tonight into tomorrow, just under a tenth of an inch of rain, though, so it's going to be a spotty shower, hit or miss. More likely, though, to see snow levels lowering to 3,000 feet across the high country tomorrow, 1 to 3 inches possible above 5,000 feet, and the winds are going to be blowing statewide. That will be the most notable change. I'll walk you through it coming up in that full most accurate forecast. But this morning, Megan Thompson has been tracking those roads for us, and it's been pretty hit or miss out there too, Megan.
It has been. A lot of crashes off the freeway, Nohalani, and now some debris has been reported in different spots. One update to tell you about, we see this crash I caught up on our screen on the Loop 101, Pima, those eastbound lanes near 56th Street. That crash is just cleared. In the last few moments, I saw the fire truck and the ambulance moving away from that scene that was just partially blocking the right lane. We're working to get you an update on what was going on there. The Loop 101 westbound, that's that debris reported in the roadway near 75th Avenue. It was off to the left-hand side when I saw an official arriving onto the scene. So please move over at least one lane to give them some space. Loop 202 eastbound debris reported in the roadway near Power Road. That one is off to the right-hand side. Here's also that slowing on the 17 and the 10, pretty typical for this time of the morning. So we're seeing those desert drive times climb just a little bit, 21 minutes on the I-10 eastbound from the Loop 303 to the mini stack.
We do want to get you to some breaking news coming into our newsroom overnight. The Maricopa County Sheriff's Office investigating a deadly crash, this one involving a pedestrian near 89th Avenue and McDowell. We're told a man was killed. The driver did remain on scene. There's still no word if speed or impairment are factors in this case.
Let's get to the latest on the death investigation of an 11-year-old boy. Scottsdale police called out to a hotel this weekend. His grandmother and her husband arrested. Amelia Fabiano is live this morning. Amelia, that couple now facing several charges. What else are you finding out?
And we can also confirm that couple has made their first appearance before a judge on those charges of first-degree homicide and child abuse after that boy was found dead at this extended stay hotel in Scottsdale, right near Old Town Scottsdale. Take a look. This is that couple facing charges. 51-year-old Stephanie Davis and her husband, 33-year-old Thomas DeSharnes. Police confirm Davis is that victim's biological grandmother. So here's what happened. Sunday night, police say they were called to this hotel right near Scottsdale and Osborne Roads for reports of a boy not breathing and not responding. Police said the boy was significantly hurt when they found him, but would not get into further detail about how he died. We do know first responders tried life-saving measures on him, but he ultimately was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital. It's a crime that so many feel is just unfathomable.
It's absolutely terrible. You know, it's a child, and no child should have to go through something like that. I'm a grandmother, so I can't imagine either one of my grandkids, something happening to them. I'm very protective of them.
Now, how could anyone do that to a child? According to police, there was another young boy in the room as well. He is now in the custody of Department of Child Services. He's the victim's brother. Police have not released his age. We do know the couple, both being held on bond this morning, more than $1 million each in cash bond. And we know they're also expected to make their next appearance in court on Monday. You can count on us to stay on top of this story and bring you any updates we learn. Back to you in studio.
Amelia Fabiano live for us this morning. 6:05, Phoenix police are investigating a deadly double shooting. Officers tell us a group of people had gathered near 35th Avenue in Fillmore when somebody opened fire Monday night. 2 men were shot. One of the victims died at the hospital. We're told the other victim is expected to be okay. Right now, police are still searching for the shooter.
Well, Pfizer could apply for emergency use authorization as early as today to make its COVID-19 vaccine available for kids as young as 6 months. According to reports, the FDA wants Pfizer to submit its application based on the results of studies on the 2-dose vaccine, and it means it could get the green light a little later this month.
The recent surge in COVID cases in Arizona seems to be slowing down. New infections in the state are down 30% compared to a week ago. The latest report from the state adding more than 12,000 confirmed cases. New this morning, Embry Health helping to make it easier to get a COVID test. The company is adding 4 new testing sites in the state and making 2 of its locations 24/7. Those are at Combs High School there in Santan Valley and also the Peoria Sports Complex.
Well, today marks the beginning of Career and Technical Education Month. Easy for me to say. Right now, over half of trade professionals in the nation are near retirement age. Think about that. Our Jamie Warren joining us live. She's at the National Technical Institute in Phoenix. And there's a real push right now to get more young people involved in these careers because these careers really help people every single day.
Yeah, and Kaylee, think of it this way. I mean, the weather is beautiful right now. I'm wearing a jacket and scarf, but a few months from now, you're going to be cranking up that AC. And if it needs a repair, you could be waiting a while to get someone out to your house to fix it because of the labor shortage. So that is where a school like NTI would come in. So they teach students and get them certified in becoming HVAC technicians, installing or repairing AC units, and plumbing and electrical technicians, all careers that don't require a traditional college education and maybe a more practical route. And listen to this data. In 2018, the Copper Development Association found over 1/2 of trade professionals were nearing retirement age, and that number expected to have gotten worse over the pandemic. The project Build Your Future Arizona says that our state will need 260,000 craft professionals by 2024. And this is as construction projects are surging across the valley. So I spoke with Dr. Maria Desenberg at NTI. She tells me contractors are coming to her school regularly looking for new graduates to hire because there is such a big need right now.
We have a lot of contractors that literally come knocking on our door because they're looking for skilled people. And that's they're our customer, actually. We're trying to help them find labor because we all want our AC to work in the summer.
Yeah, that's for sure. And there are a lot of other schools across the valley like this one that provide that certification. This program specifically is only about 4 months. And I'm told you can get a starting pay of about $17 to $20 an hour, but that can actually be much more as demand increases during the summer months. Kaylee?
Yeah, and all these signing bonuses from a lot of companies. We're talking about jobs that pay big time. So you go where the opportunities are. Our Jamie Warren live this morning.
6:09, new numbers show the price of rent is going up in Gilbert faster than anywhere else in the country. According to Rent.com, prices in Gilbert are up 117% year to year for a 1-bedroom apartment. The average rent is now more than $1,800. That's about $200 higher than the national average. Mesa also making the top 10 for increases for both 1- and 2-bedroom units. Chandler and Scottsdale actually saw slight decreases.
Well, how about a new way to play the lottery? Starting today, the Arizona Lottery is adding $50 scratch tickets. The 500 times Scratchers game offers 9 top prizes of $5 million, plus the chance to multiply your winnings up to 500 times. Each win is worth at least $50.
Finding peace after walking away. Next on ABC15 Mornings, why teachers are leaving the classroom and quickly finding new careers.
Plus, a tea time for the Smart Shopper team. We're sharing a list of ways you can save for the upcoming Waste Management Phoenix Open.
Staffing issues hitting the pizza market. One company so strapped for delivery drivers it's now willing to pay customers to pick up the pizza themselves.
And taking you live outside, this is the I-17 near the stack. We're seeing those brake lights really building there on those southbound lanes. So before you leave, I'll get you an updated look at those desert drive times.
.613, let's get to your morning headlines. Today, Secretary of State Anthony Blinken will speak with Russia's foreign minister about their military buildup along the border with Ukraine. It comes after the UN meeting where Russia accused the U.S. of, quote, whipping up tensions. The State Department is ordering families of American diplomats in Belarus to leave because Russia is deploying troops there. Teachers across the country have been leaving their jobs at record rates, and most aren't having to wait long to find new jobs. Federal data shows the rate of people quitting in education services rose more than any other industry. The Wall Street Journal says teachers' skill sets have made them attractive in positions from sales to software. Today, another round of negotiations is set to begin between Major League Baseball and the Players Association. Both groups will resume collective bargaining talks. Experts say this is the last week to get things worked out, so spring training is not delayed. Of course, a huge deal here in Arizona. The New York Times is buying the popular online game Wordle. The creator says he's working with the Times to ensure that players' wins and streaks are preserved once the game moves websites. The New York Times says Wordle will initially remain free to new and existing players.
Well, the greatest show on grass, it's just days away. The Waste Management Phoenix Open tees off February 7th, and a champion will be crowned Sunday, February 13th. And we are helping smart shoppers, that's you, enjoy the People's Open with deals, discounts, and freebies. So let's start with the free stuff here. Kids 15 years of age and younger are going to get into the Open for free every day with an adult. And everyone gets in for free Monday and Tuesday. It's all part of Ford Free Days. These are the practice round days. All first responders, active and retired military also get in free daily. You are limited to 2 free tickets a day, and you do have to register on the Waste Management website to get those tickets. And if you shop at Safeway or Albertsons, maybe you've been there recently and you can hear it kind of buzzing through the store there, check your receipt. There's a code to get discounted tickets. Just enter the code on the Open's website to get the deal. All the details on these deals and another way you can get free tickets, they're up right now, abc15.com/smartshopper. And while you're there, take a look at our other money-saving tips and tricks.
And as we check on that most accurate forecast, I think this weekend's weather is really going to get you excited for the start of the Open because it'll be a preview of what we're likely going to see with clear sunny skies. But first, we've got to get through the clouds and the rain and snow chances. Across the state this morning, it's pretty frigid up in Flagstaff, 29 degrees right now. In Kingman, you're in the 40s, 30s in Payson and Show Low. But in the days ahead, the temperatures are going to plummet and you'll be in a deep freeze across most of northern Arizona with single digits on tap in the Flagstaff area for our overnight lows. Here in the valley, lots of 40s on the board now. I told you our temperatures would start to dip the closer that we got to sunrise. We do still have about an hour before that happens, but we're in the mid 40s in Chandler and Goodyear, upper 40s in Mesa and Glendale at this hour. Still good hiking weather if you want to hit the trails, whether you're going out early, that sunrise is at 7:24, or if you wait until the middle of the afternoon, we'll be in the 60s if you want to squeeze in a quick walk on your lunch hour. We'll be at 65 at 1 o'clock, and then that sunset 6 o'clock this evening, so we're squeezing out just a little bit more of those daylight hours. We'll still be in the 60s at that hour, and it's going to be cloudy, but will be dry. So highs across the East Valley today. We're looking at a high of 67 in Fountain Hills, Apache Junction, and Queen Creek, 68 in Mesa and Tempe, 69 in Chandler and Gilbert. Over in the West Valley, highs in the upper 60s as well. Pretty much 67 degrees across the entire West Valley. Anthem is going to stay at 64 today. Northwestern Arizona, mild temperatures in the mid 60s as as well. The breezes today are going to be around 15 to 20 miles an hour, but tomorrow wind advisory goes in effect, and those winds will be howling through this area of the Colorado River Valley, as we'll see gusts up to 55 miles an hour. So be careful if you travel in that area tomorrow. Across the high country today, Flagstaff will be in the 40s, Sedona, Prescott, and Payson in the 50s. Light breezes there, 5 to 10 miles an hour, but we can't rule out an occasional gust up to 20 miles an hour. In northeastern Arizona, 40s in Show Low, Heber, 50s in Winslow today. Those rain chances start moving into the valley late tonight into tomorrow. Just a 10% chance would be spotty. Our temperatures tomorrow, though, drop into the low 60s, and we'll stay in the 60s for the rest of that 7-day, but then the 70s return on Sunday with plenty of sunshine the second half of the week. And up in the high country, we've got a 40% chance of snow tomorrow now. Higher chances if you're in the Show Low area, and daily highs are dropping into the 20s tomorrow with those overnight lows, as I mentioned, in the single digits. But then we've got sunny skies across the high country as well, just in time for the weekend.
ABC 15 Desert Drive Time, sponsored by Accident Law Group.
6:18 now on your Tuesday morning. Good morning to you. I'm Megan Thompson, taking a look at those current traffic conditions for you. Hopefully we continue to see smooth sailing. I didn't want to say that. I don't want to jinx it, but we're looking pretty good right now. Just one crash to tell you about off the freeway, and that normal slowing is starting to begin. Indian School Road, 75th Avenue. We do still have this crash I was telling you about earlier, so you may want to avoid that area. Here's a look at some of those desert drive times. You'll be fine on the I-10 eastbound in the West Valley. It's after you're passing the Loop 101 interchange that you're going to start to slow down. So from the 101, as you're passing the stack, heading toward the mini stack, your average speed will drop below 50 miles per hour. Your drive time will climb closer to 20 minutes. So that's what you need to know if that is a part of your ride and when you need to leave. I-17 southbound from the stack to the split, we had just a little bit of slowing near Van Buren. That has cleared up already with your drive time now at 7 minutes. Getting a check of the East Valley, the 60, the 202 Red Mountain, and the 202 Santan, and the 202 South Mountain, giving us nice green conditions, at least right now. So here are those desert drive times, 22 minutes. We're climbing ever so slightly there on the Loop 202 Santan westbound from the 60 to the 10, 13 minutes on the 51 from the 101 to the mini stack, and the US 60 westbound from the 202 to the 10. That's 16 minutes.
Well, did you know that hundreds of dollars are up for grabs right now, all thanks to Valley Metro's annual design contest? It's for high school art students.
So the winner gets their artwork wrapped on a bus for a full year and a $750 cash prize. We spoke with an art teacher in Tempe who has had multiple students win.
That's in their resume. That's something that you show, like, that's a huge deal, right? My artwork has been going around town for a year.
Yeah, talk about bragging rights. The deadline, it's coming up February 11th. Students should submit a design and a slogan to promote public transportation.
So paintings, still photos, and graphic designs are all accepted. So many talented young artists. Dishing out a good time at 6:25, the Tuesday morning bulletin board could leave you hungry and making plans for the weekend.
The Great Resignation hitting the travel industry. Hotels projected to have 150,000 fewer workers by the end of the year. So at 6:37, we share the launch of a new campaign to attract and keep workers.
Plus, was there a plan to seize voting machines? At 6:45, we go in depth on several new developments in the January 6th investigation.
And we know it's only Tuesday, but hey, it's never too early to start thinking about the weekend. No Hay is back at 6:49 to take us through our exclusive Super 7-Day forecast. It's 6:24 and new for you this morning. Domino's wants to pay you to pick up your own pizza. Choose the carry-out option, and the company's going to give you a $3 coupon for online orders. They are trying to offset a labor shortage right now ahead of Super Bowl Sunday. It's one of their biggest sales days of the year. What a great way to respond, right? That offer lasts through May 22nd. Hey, if you're thinking about making the drive west and going to the Super Bowl, be prepared to pay big. The cheapest tickets we found, more than $7,000. That's once you add in all the fees there in the nosebleeds. It's been nearly 30 years since LA hosted a Super Bowl, and making demand even higher, the Rams in the big game in their own hometown. They're going to play the Cincinnati Bengals February 13th.
Enjoy a sampling of some of the best foods and treats the Valley has to offer. Let's take a look at this morning's bulletin board. This weekend, Salt River Fields will host the Street Eats Food Truck Festival, so dozens of local food trucks will be there serving up $2 samples. There will also be live music, local vendors, and a kids zone, and some food eating contests. I like that. Tickets are $12 or $65 for VIP packages. Includes private restrooms plus food and beverage tokens. This goes from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday and Sunday. For all the details or to see who's taking part, just go to streeteatsaz.com. A day of food and fun. I like that. Sounds good. That's on today's bulletin board.
Well, speaking of today, it does mark the start of the Lunar New Year, also known as Chinese New Year. In the holiday cycle of 12 zodiac animals, Nick, 2022 is the year of the tiger.
Yes, it is. There are a number of local Lunar New Year festivities happening tonight and this weekend, including the Asian Festival in downtown Mesa on Saturday.
Up next at 6:30 here on ABC 15 Mornings. 1 minute, you're a millionaire. The next, you're not. The world of crypto can be confusing, but it is not going away. We're taking a closer look at the trends to expect here in 2022.
Plus, it's more than just the heat. In 20 minutes, a new study about climate change and the one aspect we don't talk enough about.
And a couple is facing murder charges this morning after a boy is found dead inside this Scottsdale hotel. Coming up at 6:30, what we know about that family's past.
Tourism and hospitality. It's one of Arizona's biggest industries, but hotels, they're struggling here. Well, now one of the most well-known hotel chains is ramping up its benefits for employees.
Cloudy and mild today, then a slight chance of rain in the overnight hours, and tomorrow breezy and cooler. I'm walking you through it all in that most accurate forecast.